every event. I don't leave any opportunity to be in touch with them. This is how people they notice the change in me. Due to the change, they are attracted towards me and inquire what I have done. All this leads to them being attending nutrition as a guest. References also work well with the nutrition club. When a guest comes in and we work with him to create healthy results, he feels happy, so we ask him to help two more people, which he does. It can be two of his family members or anyone in need. He brings them to the club and we are able to create a reference. It is important to work well with the guests. We must work hard to create results. We also create invitations. I do not leave any opportunity to invite people. It can be bank or marketplace or a shop. If I feel I have to inform someone, I do that. That's why it is very important that we have to be ready at all the times. We have to be in a presentable form so that there is no problem in inviting someone. To come or not to come is upon the other person, but our job is to inform, which we readily do. After this, we have a fresh party which we organize very well. We go as a team of 5 people to the person who has had a good result, and we have a fresh party. We call 5 more people from his family or neighbors. We take 15 to 20 minutes, but we explain the result to people who are present. We don't take much time. We leave with an open invitation. Those who are interested will come. Then we have the button type. It is like an invitation. There is no need to speak it out. Just like this button that I have, lose weight now, ask me how. Ultimately, wherever we go, we invite a lot of people without actually speaking. People are curious to know what the button means. In response, we explain how we assist with losing weight for anyone. Like this, we invite people to our club. I have a very simple business flow. I have many ways of inviting people to our club. We inquire at the registration desk about the reference from whom they have come in. We have a wellness profile of that person followed by an serving afresh, and we make them sit and listen to the testimonials. That is the system of the club. This is a daily feature in our club. We can show the full picture to the guests. We ensure that they are informed from the beginning that the club is only for 20 minutes. After that, they are expected to move because it is their first day. Time is very precious. We have to finish afresh and shake at this time. In this time, we counsel them as well as listen to the testimony of the other people. We have to advise them on the routine they should follow. The result on day 1 is very important. Today's guest will listen to tomorrow's day 1. So we take in details of the results of day 1. The guest will listen to the exact happenings of day 1. Day 1 plays a crucial role in our journey. We advise them about a 3-day trial pack, which he needs to follow. Obviously, 100% of people do their best in this because they come for their health. Further to this, we give them 30 days universal membership. Like this, the numbers of guests increases in our club. And next, we need to know how to create a team. We need to make sure that we build a team under them. We have an ambassador program where we motivate people to make platinum. Again, they have 10 guests under them and they can build a team through that. We slowly make this process so that there is a strong base under them. If there is a strong base, then automatically the cluster of customers will lead to being a supervisor. Becoming a strong supervisor will lead to becoming a strong nutrition club operator. When this group increase to 35 and they have 1 to 2 coaches, then we inform them that they can open a nutrition club along with guidelines to learn. This is the same story that I experienced. The number of people had increased in my club. On 1st August 2019, we had a club with 52 members that duplicated. Then in the next month, we reached 100. And these are only fictional numbers. I will explain through the board later on. Whether it is supervisor or associate or a nutrition club operator, we make sure that we are all united through activities and a system. Whatever activities are there, we try and combine them for a follow up. We have meetings and trainings so that everyone's motivated and their motivation level increases. Through this, we are all united and there is no space for negativity. I will show you pictures of the fresh party. There is a message here that I want to share. This was conducted in the school. The principal was a guest, so she offered to have a party there. We went ahead since we were prepared to conduct the fresh party. We were 3 to 5 of us and we expected around 5 guests, but to our surprise, there were a lot of guests. It was so exciting and surprising to see such a huge number of people in the classroom setting. The response was extremely good. That's why we have to be ready anytime. If you expect 3 people, there can be 12 people waiting for you. So we have to be ready. So we also have activities which we conduct in the club like FITA. We have different forms of getting fit. It's also a lot of fun. We have body transformation group. This is amazing as well. Here the weight loss journey gets a little more active because people do it competitively. So body transformation group is also exciting. Then we have a family day. This is exciting as well since people bring about their family, and this ends with the automatic referrals. If the husband comes, then his wife
came in touch with Herbalife Nutrition. Before joining Herbalife Nutrition, we had 3 challenges: low energy, stamina, and immunity. Along with these 3, Vinita was also overweight. Vinita is a housewife, and by using this fantastic nutrition, she has achieved an ideal weight after weight loss of 18 kgs. Looking at our incredible results, all our neighbors, friends, and acquaintances started inquiring about our weight loss. At that moment, we began to plug them into our wellness center. After some time, we realized that we didn't have much of a confirmed place. Gradually, we noticed that a team of 15 to 20 people was automatically ready with the help of the nutrition club and system. We had to work on the nutrition results of those who were introduced by us. The benefit was such that by working on their product and nutrition results, we would receive their circle of influence and references. We worked towards one motto, that is, lead by example. We had learned from our leaders that our team would follow accordingly on what we do. They will not do what they are advised to do. So, we tried to confirm 5 to 7 confirmed appointments daily on our Happy to Help event. We had to work on the health results of all the customers who came to our nutrition club. Once we did that, we would get results and we could build our business from there. We received a reward unexpectedly. Vinita and me were successful in achieving the supervisor level within 3 months, though we were unaware of the process and we were religiously following the system. Most important thing was that we were continuously putting efforts. Continuous and constant efforts were put in regarding product information to customers. 4 months after becoming supervisors, we copied the process on different lines. We reached the world team level. As the process duplicated itself on different lines, by sharing the information with many people, working on the product information, as well as working on their references and COI, we reached an active world team level. Within 18 months of following this process, with the help of the system, Vinita and me achieved global expansion team. I am indebted to Shri Prateek and Srimati Priyanka Agrawal, as well as our mentor, respected Shri Shyam Gupta and Madam Shilpa Gupta. Shyam Gupta sir is on millionaire team level. I give him all the credit for his mentorship in my mission. For 18 months, he guided me on how to share this product information with everyone. Like I said, our motto was to lead by example. I wish to speak about our core activities. We have focused on three core activities, namely our circle of influence, reference from satisfied customers, and social media. I wish to speak about all of them one by one. The circle of influence is those people who trust you and who you trust. We were lucky since it is easy to reach them. In our circle of influence, there is no such person with whom we have not shared this information. Whether they say yes or no, it is up to them. Our job is to inform them about product information with a true intention. Secondly, we have worked on generating satisfied customers. That is, working on satisfying product results as well as nutrition, due to which a satisfied customer can generate reference and work on COI. This leads to the building of a sustainable team. The third most important tool is social media of this virtual era. Earlier, we took social media lightly. With proper guidance, we started using social media very effectively. Social media has many forums, but there are three forums which Vinita and I decided to work extensively on. That is Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twitter. We tried to use it on a fixed time basis by sharing information on nutrition or product information. Same information we would share on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twitter. Steadily, Vinita and I noticed people liked our status. Sometimes people have voluntarily gone ahead and inquired what we do. We provide them with a lot of information. I would say that smartly or preactively, Vinita and I noticed that some people had not approached us but used to like our status. So we decided to share information with these people also. I would like to talk about business flow as well. We tried to follow the simple business flow. The most important step is to share proper information. The easiest gateway is happy to help. That is, sharing proper information to our prospective customer. We shared information with the prospect without any prejudice, irrespective of their background or whether they would say yes or no. We would invite them to Happy to Help meet. In such a meeting, they witnessed sharing of relevant product testimony, product results. People also talk about how they want to move ahead and take the next step willingly. Like this, we introduced them to Nutrition Club. We explained to them if they introduce two more people to the club, then it would make them eligible to attend the next level opportunity, which was the Ambassador Evening. Me and Vinita have smartly used Ambassador Evening for the customers who attended the program. Either he has to qualify as a preferred customer or an associate. For a preferred customer, we have an engagement program. For associates, we have the Associate Development Program. Both are different programs. I will explain the difference between both the programs. Talking about the Customer Engagement Program, we work on the Wellness Session Program, Family Day, Product Training, and Wellness Seminar. But the most important one is the Morning Wellness Session. This proved to be of great use to me and Vinita. This is the first forum where one could get information on nutrition, relevant experience, proper information of the product. This happens on a daily basis. So the person has a daily update on product information. Secondly, we have a wellness living program that supported me and Vinita in our growth. In this program, we receive detailed information about nutrition, its ingredients, components of nutrition, uses, doses, seed to feed. There are many such big and small aspects that if your customer wants to learn about Nutrition Club, then they should attend. This is a weekly event. Let us talk about Family Day. Family is about common likes, fun, and recognition. This is a monthly level event. All our customers attend this. We recognize our customers on a product and nutrition basis. There are a lot of cultural activities. We fix up a dress code and a color theme. The purpose is joy, fun, and recognition. Then we have product training. This is an important aspect for any customer. I wish to thank Corporate because they arrange superb product training at regular intervals, wherein expert nutritionists give detailed product information. Then we have a wellness seminar. This is an event held at the city level on a monthly basis. We have detailed results of product and performance of nutrition. There is a lot of discussion on all such things, which is important for a customer. Then we go to the Associate Development Program. This program is different from the customer program, as the role is different from a customer. An associate has to sit with people and talk to them. He has to gather information from them. He has to explain to the customer. So it is important for the associate to be groomed and developed. The most important meeting in the Associate Development Program is the focus group meeting. This meeting is held every month. We set targets in this meeting. It is important to note that it is not bound by anything. It is totally on voluntary based targets. Targets are kept to guide you like a lighthouse, to set your direction in the way you should go. Targets can be regarding invitation, information to share, attending trainings, or products. Wellness coach training is a very important tool for any associate, which Vinita and I noticed. This is a weekly level event. It gives the extra skills for associates to talk to people. So this program gives people skills, personality development, invitation, follow-up, sharing of experiences, the product use and doses, product ingredients, and all such things that an associate as a coach should know so that he can guide people accordingly. In business training, this program plays a very important role. This program has supported us very much. Next, we have a wellness seminar. This gives effective information to customers and associates. Me and Vinita have used wellness seminars very effectively. All our customers and associates who have attended wellness seminars have benefited much in their business. Then we have Nutrition Club training. This operates very smoothly in the virtual world. It is sensitive yet effective. So it is important to receive training for this like we did. In this training, we learn how to balance effectiveness and sensitiveness. Thanks to Corporate who organizes training for Nutrition Club, so that we learn how to run Nutrition Club. Then we have Business Builder, which is really cool. This is an event that broadens our business. It explains to the associate the possibilities of the business. This is a monthly event. We have attended this regularly and we have learned to grow and support ourselves. We try to work consistently in the model we follow. We try and get 5 to 7 contacts for Happy to Help. Me and Vinita call and invite people. This results in successfully admitting 5 to 7 new people to the Nutrition Club. If 5 to 7 people are joining the Nutrition Club, then our personal volume point will increase and our next level will be achieved. This can happen with all, and we have experienced in various teams. Many of our associates copied such system and were successful in achieving supervisor level in 3 to 4 months. Today we have a sustainable royalty income. When you create a cluster of 15 to 20 people and work on their health results as I did, then your personal volume will increase up to 2,500 and more. We have achieved 55 frontline customers by copying this system. We help the customer in taking nutrition. The advantage is such that me and Vinita make a personal volume point which is more than 5,000 very easily. We make sure that our associates from different lines duplicate the program that we follow. Then your associate qualifies supervisor. Then it is profitable to yourself by sustaining your business and generate royalty income. We copied these processes, due to which we are able to have proper team with consumer, associates, that we can use nutrition for themselves as well as to guide others. If you see our supervisor metrics, we have about 99% activity. Supervisor retention is strong because we have religiously followed the system. Whatever our mentor advised, we have followed that without any.
Greetings everyone, my name is Nagaraju. I have completed 2 years, 9 months in this amazing Herbalife company. My motive to join this was to lose weight. I'm an ex-serviceman by profession and there I have worked for 20 years in military. My active lifestyle got affected due to back pain which started as a minor health issue about 8 years ago. My ignorance towards back pain ultimately led to spine surgery in 2015. After the operation, I have been bedridden for more than a year and a half. Owing to this, I have put on a lot of weight and the body became highly inactive. This change in lifestyle caused more health issues. I had no idea whatsoever on how to lose weight. On the other hand, post-retirement, I have started a business in mobile services, a second innings of my life to become successful. Unfortunately, due to lack of experience and skills, I have faced losses. This left me bankrupted with all my savings which I did from service, and my dreams of life's second innings were shattered and life became very difficult for me. I was under total loss. It is exactly during those times I got to know about this nutrition program from a friend. This, of course, brought change in the lifestyle and eating habits, which ultimately led to massive 18 kgs weight loss. My experience of this weight loss journey inspired many of my close friends and showed their interest in this nutrition. This brought many people closer to this nutrition community. It is then I realized, why can't my second innings career and profession be this community? This helped me to sign up as an associate to this community. In June 2018, I signed up as an associate formally, and for about 8 months I worked part-time. Owing to this confidence and the connections I gained during this time, I chose to work full-time. So this is how my journey started in Herbalife. So here I am to share my success story with you all. So here goes my daily activities. First of all, I have inspired many friends with my weight loss results and invited them to this community of Herbalife Nutrition. Just the way I did, they have also experienced amazing results which helped them to refer this plan to more people. This is how I have built a team. So this helped me in the formation of a chain of people who are helping more people. To broaden this chain further, to invite more and more people to this community, following are the methods of my daily method of operations. Primarily, I perform invitation activities. This includes inviting known and unknown people as and when I go to visit people and thereby inviting new people to this community. Apart from that, using my social media handles such as WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook, I used to post my results, my client results, and my lifestyle, and as well as happening life of my community people. These activities garnered many eyes towards this program. Once I generate this lead, I follow two methods of invitation for people. First being virtual system, that is happy to help program where people get first-hand experience, and second being physical system where I invite them to nutrition club. When people attend happy to help program through virtual system, successful stories of experienced people inspire them to start the program and take the membership of virtual system. Same way in the physical program, people will be given 1 day complimentary shake followed by 3 days trailer pack. If the results are encouraging to them, they will take universal membership program and start a 30 days program. When all these members start the program, we will give them different customer engaging programs. Number one is Wellness Club. This is the most important program where every member will be given common education as well as inspiration to continue. This will be followed by personal coaching on focused group using Telegram platform. Apart from this, we will have weekly interaction sessions with the family members on Zoom platform, which will help the members to focus on the results and as well as help in maintaining good family bonding. When members have completed 1 week breakfast replacement, they will be shifted to personalized program where they will be connected to program design day. In this, dinner shake will be replaced accordingly. Next program is BMI, where members are promoted to ideal BMI program. This program involves mega weight loss challenge and body transformation program to serve the purpose of weight loss and weight gain process. In this process, we give them knowledge about nutrition by a program called self-nourishment program because it will help them achieve target results by adding the nutritional elements to their diet and results in more productivity through the self-nourishment program. Moreover, through customer engagement program, Part the Feed Hour, and as well as with cookies and recipes program, members will be taught on how to add these nutrition elements to make healthy and tasty recipes. In this process, achieved weight loss results of members or any other form of results will be recognized and celebrated on particular days. Every month, as a part of this celebration theme, we perform Club Day celebrations with members following a dress code and appreciating the achieved results. Along with this, we perform Family Day event as well, where family members of community member will attend the event. Positive side of this event being family members also connect to this program and learn the importance of family nutrition values in their diet. This in turn helps them join this community and further assures the productivity of the community. In addition, to improve helping levels of the members, we conduct Lifestyle Day on monthly basis. When the member connects with all these programs and feel happy about the overall program and have achieved satisfied results, we talk to them about their experience and collect referrals through them. When a customer gives 2 referrals, we will promote them to Ambassador Experience Program. When they attend the Ambassador Experience Program, they will be given 2 options. One is Preferred Customer and another is Associate Customer. If customer chooses Preferred Customer through this Ambassador Experience Program, they will be given product knowledge every week for more and more product knowledge. As a part of recognition, we will conduct monthly program called Preferred Customer Appreciation Program. If the customer chooses Associate option, we conduct skills development program every week. As a part of this, we primarily teach about product information and as an associate or coach, how to design the product. Secondarily, we teach on how to get the customers and how to invite the customers using different tools and methods. In addition, we teach about digital workshops on how to post the content, how to have strong usage of digital platforms. This includes inviting people using Zoom calls and social media platforms. Next thing is basic training, in which we explain marketing levels and marketing plans to the members. Along with this, we have interaction sessions with coaches where coaches personally interact with members to help them with knowledge about how to proceed forward, how to help and how to build the business. In this process of personal coaching, community members achieve different levels of growth like ambassador, silver, gold, platinum and star platinum levels. When the member improves their designation from one level to another, they would be needing more knowledge transfer. So in this process, we conduct monthly meetings. We first start this training with the associate level who have recruited 2 referrals. In this training, we train the person on how to generate more leads, help more people and finally how to maintain the follow-up interactions with the customers. So we teach such skills. Post this training, whenever associate helps and reach 5 members, they will be qualified and promoted for a special training called Magic 5. During this training, they will learn about what is Power of 5 or Magic 5 and why we need to help 5 members every month. In this regard, the inspiring words from our country head Ajay Khanna sir at an event in 2019 are very much inspiring to me, which are Road to 1 billion and Importance of 5, where we have learnt about how every single month we can recruit 5 members to this community. What are the benefits of doing so and how it will help our success, and how to implement this knowledge. Thereby implementation of this knowledge or other newly recruited community members Once through this training, when the associate helps 10 customers, they are eligible for a training named Power of Duplication. When they attend this Power of Duplication training, they will be taught to train other associate members who were recruited recently and have fairly less experience. Other responsibilities include supervision about quality of the work that is being done by less experienced associates. Once the member attends all these three training and completes 10 or more customers, they will be qualified for future Nutrition Club training. This training includes teaching on how to start Nutrition Club in near future. If they do, how to develop it further, how to improve the skills to grow further. When the member acquires all these skills and build 30 or more customers, they will be eligible to become the owner of Nutritional Club. To these customers, owner of the Nutritional Club will hold training sessions weekly once to pass on the knowledge to duplicate their skills and in turn duplicate nutritional clubs and to grow future nutritional club owners from their club. This forms a fantastic power of duplication chain. By forming these cycle of duplication skills, the growth curve of supervisor activities, active supervisors and level changes happen at exponential pace. So when these levels are changed, mentioned targets are achieved. As a part of application theme, we conduct monthly once recognition evenings for these associates. We believe this inspires associate members to bring more productivity and help more people. So yeah, this is the overall process we follow. In this community, in the past 2 years and 9 months, I have built more than 20 nutrition clubs so far. Moreover, every nutrition club has 1 or 2 future nutritional club owners under training. Finally, in this journey, I am happy to share my supervisor metrics. I have learned how to become profitable professional supervisor in 2019. Followed that, I have duplicated these skills and made another 30 plus supervisors who have acquired similar skills like me, and in 2020, I have duplicated this number further to build more than 70 supervisors. My goal towards 2021 is to make these 70 supervisors whom I have built over the time as good profitable professional supervisors as me. Their activity should be 90% plus and the productivity should be 2500 plus volume point average. This is my goal towards my work. I want to extend my sincere thanks to my coach, my mentors, training and support system for contributing to my successful journey. I want to thank my coach, MIL team member Mr. Hari. I want to thank my mentors, president team members Mr. and Mrs. Anu Chalaya. Thanks to corporate for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and thanks to Mark Hughes.
Wow, what a wonderful story. We received a lot of information from all these three stories. We wish to thank all our three panelists, Arun Sharma, Pankaj Chaturvedi, and Chinta Nagaraju. We were inspired with these stories and received a lot of information that we can put to use in our business. Thank you, all of you. Now is the time for which all of you were waiting for. Yes, let us invite our guest speaker of the day for Spectacular 2021. I'm very excited to invite him. But before inviting him, I wish to inform you that he ran his own IT security company. He was very happy with this work. But since he did not enjoy good health, so he decided to use Herbalife Nutrition for his physical fitness. After that, he applied basic philosophy of Mark Hughes, sir, to use, wear and talk that led to a high-level expansion of his business. So please welcome our guest speaker of the day, Executive President Team Member 50K, Miriam Sanchez.
Hello, it's such a great pleasure to be with you this weekend and with such a wonderful country, India. So we have listened to many spectacular stories this weekend, the kind of tools and keys to success of our business. It is a great honor for me to be here from Spain and share with all of you what our essence of work, our history, our trajectory has been like in this incredible business that has changed our lives. Today, I am going to share my story with you. I remember when I went to that first event And this is surely the first event for many of you as well. When I went to my first event, I remember those people going on stage and telling their wonderful stories, and I was fascinated, awed with everything. And I said, "Oh my God, what a story! I still have nothing like that. I've barely started. My story is not yet written. One day I will have a story as incredible as those of the people going on stage." That is what I used to tell Pablo. In the end, we all have an inspiring story. The only difference between people who started before you did is the time that person has invested in his or her journey. It is also how that person has been in a process of permanent change since that person started shaping his or her story. That's what is really nice. To fall in love with the process, with change. It's nice to fall in love with the process of your story, to create and to start writing on those blank sheets that we all have and inspire everybody. Today I am going to tell you my story. I hope it will be useful, it will motivate and inspire you. I hope my words will help you carry out everything that you consider most valuable. You can choose to put it into practice so we can really succeed in getting what we want and fight for our goals. So I'm going to share my screen to start my presentation. This is my screen. Let's start by talking a little bit about what my life was like before Herbalife. This is me before Herbalife. As you see, I didn't look my best. My nutrition wasn't either. But we'll talk about that later. The place you see here in the photo on the right is where I worked before, when I first knew about Herbalife. But well, long before I knew about Herbalife, I started working in the service company. I was a person who did not want to study in a college. I wanted to be very independent from my family. My parents didn't want me to depend on anyone financially and wanted me to be totally independent. I started working very early on. I studied the basics of administration to work as an assistant. And 2 months after my training ended, I started working in the billing and collection department of an electrical company. I started working at the age of 19. I bought my first car. I was delighted simply because there wasn't much work out there either. And having a job, making my own money, and having the schedule I had was what I liked most. I worked from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. That was what I really liked about this job. But well, you eventually realize that the world is evolving and that we're mostly stuck in our comfort zone, that vehicle that keeps moving without a real destination. In the end, I was 19 when I started and worked 9 years for this company, and for 9 years, that was my job. This is where Pablo and I met. He didn't work here, but he worked next door in his own company. We had breakfast in the same restaurant every morning, and that is where we saw each other. Pablo was always the best in his field. Unlike me, he was always an ambitious person. He always had goals and clear objectives. He always wanted to have more. He always worked hard to have more. He always saw opportunities everywhere. He started early on. At 23, he started teaching engineering in college. And these images here show you how he started his company at 24 years of age. And a few years later, he had more than 26 staff depended on him. Pablo was obsessed with his work. Obviously, he had a good income and also many responsibilities that are always linked to good salaries. Having a good income is always linked to many responsibilities, and you don't have time, a life, you can't enjoy many moments, and you're stuck all day to laptop or mobile phone or whatever that might arise. It was a personal company, a family business, and as such he always had to be in charge of everything. As I said to you, when we met, we were not desk-bound people. We did do exercise. In fact, the gym was right next to the company where I worked, and he also went to the same gym as me. But our nutrition was very poor. It was really horrible. We ate fast food, junk food. We ate the first thing we could find, whatever we had at home. That's what we did for a few years. We got married. We went to live together. And a few months later, we decided to have kids. Nothing was as easy as we thought because we had to use fertility treatment so I could get pregnant, which is hard to accept when you're so young. I was only 24 years old then. It's hard to accept you can't have kids naturally and that you have to seek help from science to have kids. At that time, we had enough money, but we couldn't afford the fertility treatment overnight because those treatments are very expensive. We were clear about the goal. We wanted to have kids. And we saved all we could for a full year so we could start the treatment so I could try to get pregnant. And although the treatments are very expensive, they never guarantee. You may not get pregnant, even if you have paid a lot for the treatment. We had a lot of faith. We were very positive. We were looking forward to that. And I think the expectation, the desire, the possibilities, and everything conspired for us to have this baby. My pregnancy was a bit complicated because our baby was a premature baby. Still, everything worked out well. After having my daughter, the truth is that because of this complicated pregnancy, I had to recover mentally, psychologically, and I spent several months eating what I wanted. As I was no longer pregnant, nothing I ate could affect my baby. I no longer took care, and I wasn't in good shape. When my daughter was 10 months old, one day I came across a photo of Herbalife, but not this picture. This one is from when I purchased my membership pack. But the photo was on social media, and I already worked in social media. Before I got pregnant, I already liked Herbalife. I shared with my followers and a photo of my sponsor who appeared on social media showing her before and after physical shape. At that moment, I said, "Oh my God, she looks great. I wonder what she's done to look this good." I didn't hesitate a minute and asked what she was doing. And well, that was January 2015. And she automatically answered, "I'm having some great products called Herbalife. Do you know them?" Yes, I knew them. I had tried them before, but the results hadn't been what I expected. I tried them for a month, several years prior, but I'd quit. But I remembered that I liked the products. They were delicious. My sponsor gave me two super important lessons that day, and without even realizing it, my Herbalife business training began. Because the first thing I understood was that you had to have physical results that should be appealing to others. The second lesson she gave me was that when I started using the products, and had very good results. And when those first customers started to arrive, I told her, I'm going to refer these customers to you. And she said to me, don't worry, I'm going to help you to do what I do. Then, without realizing it, I started to get more involved with Herbalife's business opportunity. As a result, I lost 8 kgs. Pablo lost 16. These first customers started to arrive because I started sharing with the world how I felt. My first check, oh my, that was back in 2015. I signed my license in January 2015. My first check arrived in April 2015 for 30 euros. I don't know what the equivalent amount is in rupees is, but that was very little money. I said, this will be my pocket money. I'll buy products or whatever. The following months, the check was bigger. Income was growing. I was never a fast person. I signed in January 2015. I became a supervisor in July 2015. 5 months later, and obviously, my income was higher. I was getting a better discount. The commission was bigger. At that moment, I decided my daughter was already a year and a half and had to go to daycare to be cared for. At that time, I was already getting enough from Herbalife, more or less half of an average salary, about 400 euros. I told Pablo to ask for a shorter work day to be able to take my daughter to daycare, pick her up, and spend more time with her. Then this business opportunity dawned on me. A few months later, in October 2015, I started having my first world team cutoffs by making more than 2,500 volume points. I did so unknowingly, not knowing that it was part of the marketing plan, and had no idea I was climbing fast. I just focused on getting more customers, giving good follow-up, and keeping those customers. In December, we had our first event. It was my sponsor who called me and said, go to this event. It was my first event, almost a year after my Herbalife start, and I'd had no contact with anyone from Herbalife, as my sponsor lived in the US and she was my only contact. We went to that event convinced. Well, kind of convinced. We weren't very convinced, but when we got there, we did say, wow. That's what I told you at the beginning of this story about how those people on stage, with their stories, completely changed our vision. Mine more than Pablo's. He still needed to see a little more, but I really needed very little from Herbalife, financially to earn the same as I did at my job, so that I could leave the company and dedicate myself only to this. I just said, even if I get the same salary from Herbalife as that of the company, being at home, being with my daughter, spending time with my lovely daughter, not missing those birthdays, those important dates, being able to be with her, the 3 summer months, the full vacation, Christmas time, I didn't want to miss anything, because in the end, children remain children for a very short time. Time passes very fast, and we never recover it as parents. So all those experiences, I didn't want to miss out on. I walked out with an open mind and ideas that were clearer than ever. Because what you see in an event, the stories we hear, will never be able to inspire us any more than what your sponsor tells you, or even obviously your own goals and objectives. Your own goals are the ones that drive you from inside. That's what will inspire you most. I had a very clear reason. My reason was to be a full-time mom, being at home with my daughter. The rest would come later, but that was the most important thing. So I focused. We started the year 2016 very well because here in Spain, the best months, the most productive months in this business are roughly from January to June, before the summer starts. It started with great goals, with many people that wanted to join, so I could help them. That made it possible to double in 1 month my company salary only with Herbalife. Logically, I sat down with Pablo and we talked about it. And we made the firm decision that I'd quit my job. He couldn't quit his because it was a family business and his salary was much higher than mine. And we were just making sure that it'd work, that this opportunity we were betting on would work out well. And if all that worked out well, the second goal was that he too would quit his job. So I worked really hard. And we qualified for a retreat because of our growing organization to Jamaica. We had never crossed the puddle, as it is said. We had never traveled so far. I got an email from Disney Jorge, and I was told, you qualified for a fully paid retreat in Jamaica for you and your partner if you get business support from him. Pablo was not 100% into the business, but he did support me, consumed the products, and had great results. So he was delighted about the retreat I'd earned. We left for Jamaica. In these photos, you can see many people. Almost everyone who is here, except a girl who quit, is nowadays on the president's team or millionaire teams, others as chairman's club. At that time, there were only 3 president's teams. We had just qualified in April 2016. We were able to go to Jamaica, and that's where he saw the big picture. I already had it at the other event, but for Pablo, this was what convinced him completely. And then he told me, I'll help you in this business. I'm going to use my business strategy, my business knowledge to grow and achieve what others have achieved. We returned home excited. I have to say that before we went back, Jorge's father, whose name is also Jorge, the man with the hat, gave me some advice that was crucial in my business. When I returned home, I put it into practice. He told me. I sat with him. I was having tea there in Jamaica. He was having tea, and he said to me, you have to become obsessed with Herbalife. You can see all these crazy people who are here. Well, if you want the life that they have, you have to become obsessed with Herbalife for a few years. I returned home obsessed. Well, we both returned home obsessed, with many hopes, with many new goals, with many new objectives, and we did everything we needed to do. I was working in social media at the time, but we were also doing product demonstrations. We did training. This was Pablo's company. This photo you see here, this was the dining room where they had breakfast. And at 7 in the evening, once a week, all of us who had just started with this business met here and we organized our shake parties for all those people we invited. At the beginning, maybe you invited 20 and 2 showed up. Every week, we did it consistently because we knew that a tool is considered to work when you're constantly using it. We can't jump around today. I do social media today But maybe tomorrow I don't do it. The day after I do a shake party, and afterwards I don't. The next day I do facial spa, and then I don't. Then, if you do that, if you're going from one place to another, you'll never get to know what your tool is. And the math won't work because the tool needs a period of 90 days for you to find out if you're really going to get the numbers you need. I assure you, if you consistently do it for 90 days, the math is going to work out. In our case, the numbers did work out. We started in April. We did the first cutoff to get in June. We closed our third cutoff to get in August. This was the extravaganza at Prague, where we were going as newly qualified as GET in September 2016. I always like to point out at this point that they say that there is always a learning pin, that there is always a time in your business where you learn because something has happened to you. For me, this was a super important point because the people who were doing business with me demanded a lot from me, and I was not able to give them everything they asked me because I was going fast, but I didn't have the knowledge. Sometimes I didn't know what I needed to do to go up in the marketing plan. I remember that Jorge's father said to me in Jamaica, "You don't need to know the whole marketing plan. You just have to look at the next pin." What is the next pin? Get, and then from 2,500 and then millionaire team. So do it little by little. He told me I didn't know the marketing plan. I was going little by little until I became president's team. Back then, I knew nothing. I was going little by little. Pablo helped as he could, plus the experience I was gaining. But the people of my team wanted more and more, to the point that, psychologically, I felt inadequate. I felt I wasn't a great leader, that I didn't motivate. I felt I couldn't help, that my knowledge contributed nothing to them, because they didn't understand I was also starting with them, that they had begun a few months after me, and that we were all going in the same direction. Then, as I progressed, when I arrived at this point, I realized we are not motivators, we are distributors. If someone wants motivation, they have to look for it. If someone wants motivation, there are endless audios by Jim Rohn and Mark Hughes. Above all, the events. The events, as I said before, are going to give us a motivation in our lives and business that not even the best sponsor in the world will be able to transmit, especially about your personal goals. That's what makes us go forward, what makes us go for it. So that in my mind, and I said, this cannot affect me. I'm going to continue evolving, but I can't feel as small as I felt. Then we started to work very hard. We were still working hard, but it is true that our Herbalife income grew every month, but it was madness. By then, Pablo logically saw that he could, rather, that he should, be 100% with me, not just spend few hours to it, but be 100% with me. This photo you see here was taken at his company. He was going to work every day, but since January 1st of 2017, he was available for Herbalife 100% for Herbalife. He saw how the company was doing, but he wasn't very interested in that because there was already something that excited him much more. It was the Herbalife business we were building together. Then we started to work very hard together. 2017 was the year to create. We grew a lot. We created a lot of structure, a lot of training, which was something I lacked because I was not doing well. The year 2017, we started with the 2,500 cutoffs in March, and we ended our year as 7,500 millionaire team royalties in December 2017. That December, we already knew that President's team was very close. We visualized it. We started 2018 knowing that the January cutoff was approaching. At that moment, I was 5 months pregnant. We were at that sweet moment, at that time of, wow, nothing bad can happen. Everything is perfect. And only 3 days before our first cutoff to President's team, I had miscarriage. I'm telling you this because we always think that when we are going to reach President's team, it's going to be the best day of our lives, the best time, the happiest. But for me, it was one of the saddest moments of my life. However, Herbalife really helped me out of that horrible hole I was in. Knowing there were people who depended on me, knowing I needed them too, I needed them every day, their messages, their company. I needed to grow with them and talk and train them. I needed all that. So, with this story, I just wanted to tell you that there are times we think that adversities will not happen. We think everything is perfect and nothing can happen. And they can and will happen. But eventually I understood, with the passage of time, that all these challenges and obstacles that you find on the road at certain moments are intended to make you grow as a person. And they happen because life has something better prepared for you. We had our president's team cutoff in March with the first of 15K. We had our May cutoff at 15K. This was one of a kind of leadership weekend in Spain, and I really wanted my parents to see how I had reached that point, what we had achieved together. We took them there, and my parents didn't understand, even if I told them, until they saw what Pablo and I had achieved, what we had organized in these 2.5 years until we made the president's team. They didn't see the power that was in us, in our team. It was a super nice moment because my father always said that he wasn't going to cry. And he cried like never before. He cried like a child. I remember because it was a super special moment for me to be on stage and look at my father and all those people around the stage, and I told them, this is what I am, and this is what makes me happier than anything in the world. So it was a super emotional moment, and I wanted to show one such moment because for us, as it was super special. I hope one day Pablo's parents will attend an event like this. They are a little older, but hopefully someday. Why do I show you this pic? Because we grow from event to event. They taught me that I had to go to the events, no matter where else you had to be, that I had to try to qualify for every event. The events were not negotiable. It's not like, today I go, next time I don't. Events are non-negotiable. They are a way of training and inspiring you. They are for you to bring those people so that they can learn the important things about this business. Many times we are at events and we're thinking, why didn't this person come? Why did that one refuse to come? Somebody else told me it was his cousin's birthday and we may attend the event or we may not. But guys, we have to think that the most important thing is for us to attend. The most important person and the one that has to be at the event is you. That's you. Why haven't the others come? Why did you tell 30 people and only 4 attended? Who knows? Jim Rohn said, they don't pay us to solve mysteries. So afterwards, we can't complain because the business doesn't work out. If you are the first person there at all events, I assure you that by putting into practice what you hear at an event and working really, really hard, you will succeed. Look at all these young ladies you see here. But one, the one in the black flowery dress, are my first lines. Starting from the left, the girl who is pointing with her finger is a millionaire team of 7,500 royalties. My next president's team. The one in red dress is my first diamond. The girl in the black shirt is ready to start with millionaire team cuts. She is Get 2,500. The girl in the white dress with flowers made the Get team, and the girl in white on the right made the millionaire team. It could be said that in this photo we surely have the chairman's club, because I know that it's there. Even though it has not yet arrived, it's going to arrive, and we are working together for that to happen. Something else that has had big impact on the business is the retreats. For Pablo and me, the Jamaica retreat completely changed our vision. And we've always done that. We have always done special things to make retreats very special. We've taken the team where they deserved and made them feel special and made them feel what they are for us. Very important and very dear people. The truth is that for us, retreats created a lot of connection and many relationships as they learned to work together as a team. But we will talk about that later. Look, this retreat is one of the most special. We took them to a hotel that had ski slopes right next to the hotel. Back then, these people you see here were, 4 of them were active world team and 2 of them were Get. Today, there are 2 millionaire teams, some 7,500 royalties, and 3 Get 2,500. Can you imagine how much they have grown in a year? This picture is from 2019. Herbalife has allowed us to travel to countless countries, such as Costa Rica, which is an amazing and wonderful place. We have been to Paris several times, to London. I love to use this phrase because I hear it got a lot from Jorge, from my Ascending Chairman's Club. It reads, I have a ridiculous life. Just like that. Well, nowadays, we have a ridiculous life, thanks to Herbalife. A life we never imagined we were going to have. We have been to Paris, London, Mexico several times. When Martina was 4 years old, we went to Dubai and Greece. This was the last vacation that we got from Herbalife. We went to Italy, and I like to show this photo to people because there are 3 first-liners. One is a millionaire, another one is Get 2,500, and the other is Get. We took our kids along, and you can't imagine how special it was. I can't tell you it was the best trip in the world for us, but for them, all of us visiting cities, all of us going on a cruise was so special. In the end, as parents, although it was not the best trip of your life, because we have traveled so much, if I have to choose which one has been the best trip, this wouldn't be mine. But if you ask them, it was the best trip of their lives in every possible way. This is when we went to Buenos Aires, to an event in Argentina. We have traveled the world. But being able to travel around the world has given us the chance to meet wonderful people. People that have really inspired us a lot when doing our business. I remember that Pablo always watched Edgar's videos on YouTube to learn more from him, to learn from his business and put into practice things that Edgar taught. For us to be here with Edgar, with part of his family, let me tell you, this was last year, in February 2020. Pablo and I felt as if we had just signed the license. The same, exactly the same. We were incredibly excited, super happy, and we felt on cloud nine. We also met our friends from Argentina, Marcelo and Sandra, who are lovely. Many times you need to have the voice of experience next to you for some tips to, I don't know, to learn. Learning, that is something that Pablo and I always envied. We haven't done this for long. We don't have the experience and wisdom that others have. It's amazing, and it comes from Spain's leaders, who are also wonderful people, and from whom we learn a little more every day. And well, this is one of the most important things for me, and why I started this business. Look, I had a reason to start this business. My reason is my daughter. It was always my daughter. She's the reason I needed. She gave me the drive. At first, the reason was being able to be with her as long as she needed me, being able to be a full-time mother. The other reason was Pablo quitting his job so he could be with us at home and, of course, our team. But as the years and months go by, as time goes by, and you've been able to enjoy, you know your daughter can really enjoy being with you at any time. Then those reasons, those goals start evolving. And it is good that these goals are evolving. A goal cannot always be the same. Today, our main reason, because we've already fulfilled the family dreams that we'd set for ourselves, our main reason is our team. Our reason is taking our team to the top, letting others enjoy with their children, their families, just like we do. We want them to have an all-encompassing lifestyle. I'm not just talking about material or economic things, but about owning your time, your family, and your destiny. I am here today, but tomorrow I can go wherever I want, having no problems, no worries of any kind. So our reason nowadays is for them to achieve what we have achieved. Dreams do come true. If you work hard, you get them. One of our dreams was to live near the sea. We were able to achieve that about 6 months ago or so. And we're living here, close to the sea, with a warm, wonderful climate that is like summer all year, surrounded by so much vegetation that my daughter can also enjoy. You have so much to do here. So we dreamed it. It has taken us 5 years in business to get here, but here we are, and we are extremely grateful. Another dream that was important to us when we reached President's team level, and Pablo and I talked about it, was to help our parents, both sides, Pablo's parents and mine, to make their lives easier. You cannot get this from an ordinary job. Anyone who has a regular job and salary can't even consider helping their family because many times with those salaries we do not have enough for ourselves and even less to help our relatives. But well, We moved here to a beach area 6 months ago, and 2 months ago, we were able to buy my parents, each of them, an apartment 10 minutes from us, in a beautiful area full of gardens, a swimming pool. So imagine how much their lives have changed. Imagine their happiness, and above all, their pride. And we did the same for Pablo's. As I said, they are older people, but their lives are completely sorted out. They live where they want, and they also have our help. And that is what I mean. If one of your goals is to help those people who have done so much for you, I assure you, you're in the best business and time. In the end, you will create everything you believe in. If you think it's going to happen and you have conviction and you're ready to fight and you have to fight to get it, it will come your way. Life will possibly give you some more steps to climb. Life will possibly put some barrier or obstacle on the way. But it doesn't put it there just because it knows you can deal with it, and because life really wants to make sure that you deserve to have it. Since 2018, when I had a miscarriage, it was my goal to have another child and give my daughter a little brother again. And because she always asked for a sibling, we believed it. And here we are again, with new life on the way. I'm very happy at this moment, because the sweet moment is worth everything for me. Happiness is a constant state of mind, at least for me, and I'm fighting to reach new goals, of course, and for new objectives, which is always crucial for me. Goals and objectives are crucial in this business, which is Herbalife. Now I'm going to give you some tips. No more picture sharing. Now I'm going to give you some tips so you can put into practice things that have worked for us. The first advice I want to give you is to really get obsessed about your results. So many times when we start, we get very excited about our physical results, but it's important to keep them. A distributor starting to have good physical results can't afford 2, 3, 4 years after those results were achieved to look worse than at the beginning. So we have to work on our physical results non-stop. We have to create that advantage over other distributors. How are we going to create an advantage over others to be the best distributor? One of the things for me is your physical results. Tip 2. Have super clear goals and objectives. If you spend your life asking for whatever, life is going to give you whatever. You have to go through life asking for what you think you deserve, but as a clear objective and knowing how you're going to get it. I mean, all kinds of goals in this business. It is important for you to have family goals, personal goals, lifestyle goals, economic goals. Let us not think that economic goals are evil. This is what makes people believe that our goals, economic or material, are evil. But they're not. These goals also motivate us. Professional goals at work. How many times will I change pins this year? How many new supervisors will I get this month? How many new customers will I get today, tomorrow, next week? How many new customers will I get in a week? How much personal volume? Tip 3. How much personal volume am I going to get? Personal volume increases monthly, little by little. We can't say, I'll quit because I've been working for 2 months and haven't reached 5,000 points of personal volume. How is it built? with clients, keeping those clients, and teaching them to do what you do. These three pillars are essential. If you have a high personal volume, you will have more distributors and you're going to have more people interested in the business. So take advantage of that and hit your personal volume out of the park. Tip 4. Work more on yourself than on your work. It is necessary to let your mind adapt to obstacles. Because if you don't, when any challenge arises or when something unexpected happens for which you are not prepared, you block yourself. Therefore, you have to work on your attitude very well. You have to work on your mind very well. So negative things or anything you can't do something about or anything beyond your reach that you can't control or do something about, don't let it block you in your business. Let your business continue to grow. Have your mind set on a goal. And your goal, if you're starting, is to reach the president's team as soon as possible to be able to enjoy the lifestyle that this opportunity gives you. Tip 5. Involvement with the training system. That's super important. Today, thanks to technology and the situation that we have had in such a special year, we're using online technology-based training systems. Get involved with the support system you get from your sponsor, from your ascending line, from ascending tab at events. Go to the events. Be resolute about connecting. Don't think, I won't connect today because I'm tired. I won't connect today because today is not going to be important. Today's speaker does not really convince me. You're always going to learn from everybody. You're always going to have something new to listen to. There are times you listen to. I listen to training from the same person many times, over and over again, and I always get a little benefit. Always. So really, work hard and involve with the system. Tip 6. Be consistent and persistent in this business. One of the most difficult things to handle is that we are our own bosses. We have nobody who is pushing us to deliver and telling us what we have to do. That's why we don't often put in enough consistency in this business. We are inconsistent. We do not do things as we should, and we quit, and then Herbalife business doesn't work for you. Herbalife does work. It always works. It's you who didn't work. I'm sorry to tell you this. But if you leave tomorrow, it's not because it didn't work for you, but because you didn't do what you had to do. So the most important thing is not to quit, not to give up, ever. Tip 7. Stay together and work as a team. This is extremely important to us. We may have different views with our leadership. We can have different opinions, but we always have something very clear, and it's that we have to work as a team. Regardless of our differences, we have to work together as a team. And it makes us all grow much more than if we do it alone and take our own path and try to create your own system. Your training will never have that momentum in life as it does when you work as a team. Tip 8. Leadership. Based on my own experience, I am one of those who really think that leaders are made. They are not natural born leaders, but you become a leader as life goes on. In the end, it is the life experiences that are the greatest personal development we can have. Many times people say, "What audios do you listen to? What videos do you watch? What audio or video do you get motivated from?" I often say, yes, many times it is important to listen to them. For me, the Jim Rohn and Mark Hughes videos. Simply listening to those videos gives you so much of learnings. But there are times when you have to listen to yourself and learn from your experiences what is happening to you. Listen to yourself so that you start to change. The process of change. That's what I said at the beginning. Let others teach you. Here I would like to comment on your ego. Control your ego, because at first, when we start, without noticing, it is like we think, "I don't need anything from you, from your sponsor. I know I can do it all alone. I have my own trainings. I am the best in the world." When you start a business like Herbalife, you are not the best in the world. You can have a big customer base, but you have to learn very basic things, and that you are going to be able to learn from people who have already achieved it. And as I always say, your sponsor is always going to want the best for you. You can get along or not, but your sponsors always want the best for you and your business. It would be absurd to think that your sponsor doesn't want you to grow. Tip 10, the last one. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. And do not give up. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from those who tell you no. Stay away from those who don't support you today. Never let somebody else's opinion become your own opinion. I am telling you that this opportunity works. The people who are here can tell you. The people you've seen this weekend are the people who can tell you that this opportunity does work. The one who is telling you not to carry on, not to go ahead, to quit, has absolutely no idea about this opportunity, has never tried the products, and has no idea about how the marketing plan works. So let those who have succeeded teach you how to be a successful person, how to be a good distributor, a first-class distributor, and how to be someone successful, someone with clear objectives and clear goals. Guys, it has been a pleasure to share with you today a little bit more of my story. We are going to see each other this whole weekend. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you a training focused on social media. So it's been my pleasure, a real pleasure. And a big hug to you all.
Wow, what a wonderful training. On behalf of all